That we all shared the goal of providing a high-quality education to our kids. But many of us believe that these bonds are not the right way to do that. Taxpayer money should not or should be spent wisely and efficiently, and these bonds fall short on both counts. The $572 million in bonds is a gross overreach. Some good projects have been bundled with too many that are questionable or that are overpriced. I will mention just one example. After spending $64 million from prior bonds to increase the capacity of Round Rock High School, Rock ISD now says that it will not utilize the additional capacity, which triggers the need for high school number 6. Adding insult to injury, $150 million for construction plus $11 million for design will make this the most expensive high school ever built in the state of Texas.
This bond represents a prime example of excessive spending. $572 million taxpayer dollars. We may need high school number 6, but we don't need it now. The location is questionable and the cost excessive. Glitter and glass don't educate our children, teachers do. We're going to tear down a full-service middle school to build a performing arts academy, $51 million. Who's it really for? It sure looks like a redevelopment project for the city of Round Rock. A nanatorium, this one is just plain nuts. If the need is there, let the city build it and rent it to the school district for the 6 or 7 competition meets that will be held there each year.
McGinnis. I, along with Edmund Buckley, formed the Round Rock Parents and Taxpayers Association. We did that because we went to the Westwood High School Forum and we found a lot of very concerning things. This is an excessive bond package, but what concerned me most was how dishonest they were about the cost. They represented the cost at $223 a month. That doesn't even cover a fraction of the actual debt service, the actual cost to homeowners. It is actually closer to $348 per year for the average homeowner to cover the $40 million in annual debt service that a debt of $572 million requires. Because this bond is a flawed bond package, we unfortunately have seen some unfortunate tactics by the pro-bond campaign. You just heard about one ethics violation. There was another ethics violation filed. I'm going to speak a little bit about some of the actions by the Round Rock ISD administration themselves. Round Rock ISD has used district resources, teacher and staff time, as well as taxpayer funds to communicate to parents and teachers about the $572 million bond propositions with an intent to influence them on this package. In the process, they have engaged in actions that appear to violate Texas legal prohibitions on using public funds for electoral advocacy. First, the administration had principals at district schools send emails to parents touting the projects to be completed at their schools, as well as stating, quote, the 3 bond propositions will cost the average homeowner an additional $223 per month. Again, $223 a month completely misrepresents the cost to homeowners. It's dishonest, it's gimmicky marketing, and it's advocacy. When you use district funds to advocate, it's illegal. Teachers and teachers' aides, even in schools across the district, were made to attend bond election sessions. These meetings were mandatory and during work time for many teachers. Again, the deceptive $223 a month marketing number was presented.
So effective today, I am filing a legislative complaint on a violation of election code, Texas Election Code. The Classroom for Kids organization, which supports the pro-bond organization, we believe is in violation of numerous ethics and perhaps legal encroachments in the Texas election law. And as of today, I'm filing a grievance based on a flyer that was sent out a week ago to people over 65. And on this particular flyer, there is no identification and no disclosure whatsoever. So we believe this is a definite violation of Texas Election Code 255.001. So that's basically the statement I have today. Thank you.
Thank you guys for coming. I just want to say quickly, there are some similarities between this bond and 2005, and I filed an ethics complaint against Superintendent Thomas Goss back in 2005 for similar tactics to what you just heard. They produced a $25,000 advocacy video and played it in classrooms to try to get 18-year-olds to vote for the bonds. and the TEC ruled that that was a violation, just as Patrick McGinnis said. It was advocacy. The district says, no, it's not advocacy, it's education. No, it's advocacy. When you deliberately mislead voters, it's advocacy and it's illegal. So thank you for coming. If you have any questions,